Now I'm live back in action, and welcome back to Tuesday Technical Talk. And I can see you people coming in from all over India and a few of them out of India also. So great session going on, and we had some amazing session or amazing trading happening. Sorry, in the last 2-3 weeks on the upside, downside both. So, and I loved your response and feedback on the Saturday session, which we did, impromptu session I did from Indonesia. I'm just back yesterday night. I cut short my trip by 2 days and came back early to take some more action in the market, and that's what I'm going to share with you in a while. So first, let me just put my screen on this thing. Let's put my application window, which is technical. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen now, charts, and that is okay. I can see that now. Can you see? All right. Okay, let's see. Let's get started with this. Okay, so let's get, okay, by the way, sorry for that trouble. And let's get started. And you can see my chart now. This is Bank Nifty stuff chart. And I'm going to share something important and kind of powerful, which can help you, especially in short-term and day trading. So first of all, as usual, I hope you guys are sharing the video. Make sure you share this video. Made a killing in Bank Nifty. I can see your comments. I know, and some of you are not able to handle the profits. Also, I know that. Okay, great. So great to see you. Some new guys, new faces also. Absolutely. Okay. Let's get back started with this. I'm going to teach you something very unique. I was just handling with this technical stuff. So let's get started with this technical video first, and which is like says that why I around 2 o'clock I sent a message to all my students to cover all short positions, and some of you who are on the list can share that. Okay, we got the message, and how we covered all our short positions on Bank Nifty. And by the way, around 2,600 to 2,800 points we got on Bank Nifty top bottom strategy. And some of you also traded Nifty, and I guess they made some 1,000 points. I don't trade Nifty personally, but Bank Nifty was awesome. So now let me just share some reasons that why I covered all my short positions around. I was looking forward to cover my positions since morning, and then it happened the way I was expecting it. And then I covered around 2:30 and looking for some short-term bounce. Okay. Now, if you want to know why and how, I'm going to teach you now. Is, let's say, one, by 2 o'clock, if you realize that markets were trading positive. Positive means in the green. It went into green and then went into red and then again went into green. So by 2 o'clock, it was trading well into green, and it was suggesting that it is kind of, when market makes a new low like this and closes higher, it means key reversal. Do you understand key reversal? Which is making a new low and trading higher is always key reversal, which was happening. Second, there was extreme amount of volume. Can you see this green volume, which is very big on this, right? Okay, I guess some of you are not able to see my screen. I'm very clear on the chart, right? All of you can see the screen properly. I have moved the chart also to this side, so that will help you to take action and see that properly. Yes. So you can see this chart. So I'm just discussing this. There's a white candle with high volume, which is called a key reversal. And if you remember, go back to a couple of Tuesday technical talks behind in the last 3 episodes. We discussed there's something called as record session count. Now this is where you pull the puzzle together, that record session count means there is like 8 to 10 candles in a row. When there are black or whites, there is a time when it can change. And this is where you see 1, 2, 3, and then there is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 10 candles back to back black. I have not counted the ones which did not make a new low. You have to count 10 candles which are making new low from a previous candle. That is called record session count. So 10 candles on record session count, plus key reversal, plus high volume, plus when we discussed on Saturday that weekly RSI is on 40 support, around 40. And Monday it went down, so we thought that 40 broke, but it's a weekly, so it can bounce, and it did bounce today, and tomorrow it will bounce further. So then on the other, when we look at the chart after on Saturday, it will look like, okay, it took support on weekly 40. That means the downtrend is not started on the weekly basis. So that's another reason for covering the shorts. And traditionally or historically, whenever market corrects, we have done so much of back testing on Nifty and Bank Nifty, this is the daily chart we are talking about, and then weekly. Traditionally, when we do the back testing of Nifty and Bank Nifty, the correction which happens like this, the one which is going on, the first round of correction gets near 10 to 12%. It's not a sacrosanct figure that every time you get a 10 to 12% correction and bounce. It generally happens. Sometimes there are bigger corrections also I've seen, like 2008, where it corrected more than 20% in just 2-3 days. So that's a different scenario, but we didn't have that kind of a global scenario here, except for some monetary, some local. Remember, the major crashes. Now, this is one gem, one nugget, is that major crashes will happen when there is in sync with kind of what you call the global environment, which is the global markets and global turmoil, like we saw in 2008 and we saw in Brexit time and stuff like that. But when we have a local correction, so there's no other oil markets or US markets are not that bad. They're okay. So there's no turmoil happening there. That means this is like a normal correction, and normal corrections don't go beyond 10-12% in one go. This is one go, right? Last 10 days and 10%, 12%. So that was one more reason, adding that Bank Nifty corrected from 11,000 something to 10,000, that's 10 to 12%. Bank Nifty corrected from 28,000 to 25,000, which is another 10 to 12%. So that was one more reason playing on my mind that we are done in terms of number, in terms of support, in terms of volume, in terms of candlestick pattern, in terms of record session count. And the most important, as I discussed on Saturday, if you remember, there's something called as equinox. 21st, or generally it happens on 21st, 22nd, or 23rd of September, and 21st, 22nd, or 23rd of March. That means 23rd September, which was yesterday, when market closed the lowest, and which is 25,000 around Bank Nifty. And today it made a new low, but today it did not close and made a new low. It closed higher, which made a key reversal. So the price and time together, matching together at an important juncture, that means we are done for the time being. That means that's how we send a message that cover all short positions, whatever you have on any system like Reliance Infra, Reliance Capital, Bank Nifty, even Maruti and all that. Now, the first sell we got on Maruti was around 9,500. And it's, of course, even I would admit that I could not manage that trade properly and I could not hold on to that trade for so long. But there are few students who did it, and I'm so proud of them. And I know, Rohan, you are smiling. You made a ton of money in Maruti short since last 27th or 28th of July. You've been short since that, from 9,500 to 7,700. That's huge. So that's the reason that if you learn something like records, how you have to put things in situations like this when markets are going big crashes. Another thing is that whenever there are, especially in Bank Nifty, the Bank Nifty is the financial sector of India, or every financial sector of the country is very important. And when Bank Nifty goes through a major turmoil, are you guys learning something very important and very powerful? So why don't you share, guys? We are just below our benchmark level of 200 people. We're just 170 right now. So why don't you just make some shares and let them join and see this power? Okay. So guys, share the video right now. Okay. So whenever there is a big trouble in the financial sector, which is bank nifty or financial stocks, there is always a pressure on the finance minister or the RBI to intervene. Intervene means they will come on TV or they should do some kind of temporary relief to the market, which will give the bounce to the market, which is like RBI policy, some interest rate cut or some extra benefits to PSU banks, which will help them bounce. And it just looks like, okay, government did something to stop the rupee and stop the banking stocks from falling and stop the market from falling. And this today also there was a meeting between finance minister and the PSU banks in the afternoon, and which might have given some positive outputs, and we might see a bounce continuing tomorrow also. So, and because we are down by such a sharp thing, which is like a 10% or a 12%, so the bounce will be equally sharp. So we already bounced like 2.5-3% from the bottom. Like Bank Nifty went up 700 points from the bottom. So if there is a 12% correction, and if we generally follow the rules of Fibonacci, the rules of Fibonacci is what? 33%, 66%, and like 38%, 61%, and 50%. Like we use those numbers. So even if we have a 33% correction bounce, which is like from 12%, so it will like 3 to 4%. So there's like 1,000 to 1,200 points on Bank Nifty. And if you're already making like 3,000 points or 2,800 points on Bank Nifty, why would we give away those 1,000 points when we know so much about the market? And that was one reason for this thing. So this is especially, and for people who are in day trading, if you know all this, even I'm not a day trader, but this is like a dream market for day traders. Dream. Like you can make tons of money in this market in the last 3-4 days itself, or even in one single day, you can make that money. Like I showed you some examples of people who made a ton of money in options on Friday on that 1,000-point move. Like one of that guy made 10 lakhs twice in last 2 weeks, 10 lakhs on options, expiry special. That's amazing. That's unbelievable stuff, right? And then sometimes people tell me that your programs are expensive or whatever it is, and the amount of money you are making in one single strategy. When it comes to market and when it comes to education, you want to think about money. But when market crashes and you lose 5 lakh rupees, broker does not give any discount or any bonus or any kind of leeway that okay, you can pay in 3 months or 6 months on installments. So, and that message I gave you in that Saturday session also, that you need to invest in learning. As I attended one program, I paid $4,000 to attend a 4-day program, and all my travel plus cost and stay cost and all that. But I know that $4,000 is going to make each dollar, I'm going to make it count. And I'm going to get that money back in just 2 weeks using the same things which I learned there. Now, so that's the power of learning. And I'm a lifelong learner, and that's what and even if you don't do my program, that's okay. You can do some other people program, but you need to learn this skill. This is a skill, right? And this is a skill which you need to master. And mastering, once you can master this what I'm talking is my 22 years of experience. I've been trading. I'm not now in the from 2008. From 2008, I predicted that fall in 2008, which was the turning point of my life. Some of you know it, and some of you might not know it. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm going to show you one report, okay, and which was the 2008 crash report. I know it's very old, but what kind of report we can generate, and that's what let me just open that report and hold on to this. And meanwhile, you can keep sharing your, what you can do is keep sharing your, keep sharing the video, and also share that what did you learn from this video so far. What is the highlight of this video so far? Meanwhile, I open this video. Let me show. Okay, let me, by the way, why not I'll give you the link of that video, that report only. Now, this is crucial. You guys just open the window. Let me just share that link. It's just a video. It's just a report, 2-page report. Okay, I can give you this access. Just copy this link. Yuvraj, if you are watching this video, can you put this link in the comment section and pin the comment right now? Click so that they can easily click on this. Yuvraj, are you there? And otherwise, you can copy this link right now. Just copy this link and open this link in another Yeah, that's the link. And pin this comment. Pin this comment. Okay, can you see that link which is coming up from Malkansview? Pin the comment on the top. Okay, so there's a link which you can see. Download this and see the report. And this was my turning point of my life. And this is where I know this is a very old report, but there's some great learning in this report and very, very simple. And all of you guys, even some of my students know I haven't seen this report. So I'm sharing it first time online like this after a long time. I didn't have a website of my own to publish this report. I had to take a special permission from one of my mentors to do it, to publish this, and she did it. So yeah, so oh guys, great learning happening. Major crashes happen in sync with this. So have you opened this report? And while I am going through the report from here, you can also go it from your end. Let me see if I can share that that report here. Okay, let me just share. Okay, did you guys copy it and open that report? And let's see if I can show you that on screen also. Now I will show you that. I can't share that thing on my this thing. Okay, can you guys see that report? Okay, so now read that report which says Nifty crash. Can you guys see the report? Yuvraj, can you see the report on my screen right now? Can you just say comment yes? This was 2008. Okay, this is very old. But if you see how I had taught this thing in one of the last videos also. If you see this, can you see the Nifty report on my screen? All right, great. Okay, let me just go and remove that chart right now. And now you can see this report properly, I guess. Okay, now see this. Okay, 2008. Now what we need to analyze first is price. You see the price retracement. First is price. Second is retracement. Third is volume. Now, there's no point going into the details of the report right now because you will not be able to connect it, or you have to go back and check on this report on like 15th of January 2008. 15th of January 2008. So go to that chart and see what happened. Then volumes, trend line, momentum, RSI, okay, divergence, and see the explanation of this divergence, RSI. I didn't know much about RSI as much as I know now, but whatever I knew, I used that. Then I used to use stochastic and ADX also at that time, so I've added that. I no more use stochastic. I use ADX to a bit, which I did a video on that. Then I use the sentiment. Then I use volatility, which is Bollinger Bands. And then I say history, trend cycle. Then you see that history trend cycle, which is a trend cycle comprises for 4 years of bull market followed by 1 year of bear market. And the recent bull market finished, it was like 4 years and it was due for a correction. Market peak, euphoria. Now, what is this? One should look for unwinding of long positions. Adopt a rallies to sell approach rather than a dip to buy. And replace the investor cap with a trader cap. Because if you are in a downtrend, you can become an investor, and which is the same scenario right now. And that's the message I'm giving you, that you have to become a trader now and not an investor, because the market trend has changed, which was there in 2018. Right? Do you get that? So you have to change your position. So you have to, this is like a chess game. We are playing a mind game. So you have to decide your move as per the opponent's move. And the opponent move is market. Opponent is market. So if the markets are going in a different direction, we can't stick to our own move that, okay, I'm going to do a long-term investor, even if there is no market to trade. If you invest in this market scenario right now, you'll have a long waiting period. But if you trade in this market, there's lots and lots and lots of money, like you see on the people who have made in the last 2 weeks. In fact, our students, and including me and my students, have made most money in the last 2 weeks, which we didn't make in the last 6 months. So you just need to have one good trend, and especially now. In fact, some of my friends and who know that, they call me a downtrend specialist. That since 2008, when I did this report, I was like, wow, I predicted the market fall, that to the biggest fall in the history. And in my life history, there are some other falls which had happened before I was born, but at least I predicted this. But now when we see, okay, market girega 1000 point, so that's not a big deal, because since 2008 till 18, almost every time I've been on the right side of the market, and especially thanks to a very simple system which we followed and which most of our students follow. So that's very simple. And if you get the mastery on downtrend, that's the key to pro trader, because uptrend, everybody's making money. It's like you don't even know whether you're making money because of your skill, or because there's a market which is going up, or because of your luck. But when you make money in a downtrend, that's your skill, that's your talent, and that's what I'm teaching you right now, to identify a downtrend. You understand? And then there was a chart which I drew, this RSI divergence, this retracements, this ADX rising, and there was also mention about volume, and that was the report. You can download this report. It's a free report. And I'm not made more reports. I made reports till 2013, 14, but not made recently. But now I'm very eager to share that. And those people who have taken the Power Patterns program, I have promised them 10 reports like this. 10. Do you imagine 10 reports like this on any stock, any market? It can happen in the next 6 months. So just download this report. It itself is a lot of learning. If you just go through and correlate the price and trend lines and RSI in that period, what happened and now, and that's how you learn. You have to go back and see what happened in the market, because market does not do anything new. Absolutely no new. It's all patterns which repeat. And just that, if you just understand the patterns, it's going to repeat. It's the way it had fallen in the last few days. It's the same thing it had fallen in February on the budget day. And that's where, again, we made good money. So just understand the market scenario and the cycle and the patterns and the stuff which we are teaching. And if you just master this downtrend thing, sometimes I don't make more money in the uptrend and I feel left out, and people are like making all over the place. Even the dumbest people are making money without no knowledge about the stock market. But then when the market crashes, that's when I feel better. And that's been like almost 10 years. Of course, I don't say that I made crores of money or millions or trillions of dollars. That's not the idea. The idea is, even in a crash, which is supposed to be big now, it's like 10 to 12%, you didn't lose a single rupee. And it's very important. You understand? And on top of it, you made money. Even if you have not made money, but if you don't lose money, if you know all this, that's a big achievement in itself. You understand? So that's why you need to master the skill, and your skills will only be tested when such a thing happens. And all those Warren Buffets who are floating around every day that I'm making 10%, 20%, 30%, and market will crash your ego in one day, like what happens in DHFL or Yes Bank or India Bulls Housing. One day, if you don't have a stop loss, and now what the fundamentals will say, fundamental guys will say, hold long-term story and hold for 6 months and 1 year, and you are just fielding for the next 5 years or 10 years, and the price will never come, might come, we don't know. That's why we say the only thing in your control is your loss, right? You need to have a stop loss for every damn trade in the market. I hope that you guys learned something from this report, and that was pretty extensive. And I'm going to share 10 more reports for people who have kind of subscribed for Power Patterns. And I'm sharing, of course, with all my 1 year coaching, you're going to get those reports for sure. And that's why I like this. So I just want to take again, okay. So I hope you guys got the link of this. And now I am giving, this is today's 25th, my last date for Power Patterns for bonus for this 10 reports, as well as my, the offer price, which was 24,000, is the last date. Tomorrow, 24th was the last day, but I'm making it today because today is Tuesday technical talk. So tomorrow onwards, this 10 report bonus plus the original price of 20, the offer price of 24 will go, and it will go back to the regular price of 33,000. So if you guys are serious about one program which can completely change the way you look at the market, is going to be Power Patterns, right? And if you want to take advantage of Power Patterns, Yuvraj, can you share the link of Power Patterns and pin it right now? And he will show you the link, and go through that video and make that investment before it's gone. Today, midnight, you'll see that the Power Pattern, this bonus is removed, and the price is also changed, and you will lose a major opportunity to be part of our community. And you learn, and most of my students know that whatever I tell, I'm going to over deliver. Although I deliver in a slow and steady manner, but it's going to be over deliver for sure, and it will blow your mind. Some of the videos which you'll see on candlestick patterns, some of the reports like what I showed you right now. Yuvraj, can you share the video link for Power Patterns on it, and click the link? And guys, I want you to okay, by the way, I want you, some of you have not attended ABCT. ABCT Mumbai is happening on 19, 20, 21 October, and Bangalore ABCT is happening on 26, 27, 28th of October. There's a free session on free session in Bangalore on 30th of September. Free session on 29th in Pune. So 29th Pune, 30th Bangalore, 19, 20, 21 or ABCT Mumbai, 26, 27, 28 ABCT in Bangalore, and of course Money Flow program, live 2-day program with me, 4th and 5th of October in Mumbai. And if you have a special price for that in terms of Power Patterns and Money Flow, and I want you to take full advantage of that. If you have taken Power Pattern, upgrade to Money Flow with the additional price. And if you have not taken Power Pattern, make sure you take it right now. And I will share the link as soon as this video. I want to hear from you that there's important, don't go away. It's not over. I'm planning one more show like this. Okay. And guess what? Who's going to take this? Meghna Malkan. And she is the master of performance, high performance. She's the master in terms of emotional support, emotional mastery, mindset mastery, which she does in all our one-year coaching. And we are going to have a regular show with her like this. And I want to, I'm trying to do another day like a Wednesday or a Thursday, similar time, 9:39. Do you guys like the idea about that? Would you like to learn from Meghna Malkan, who recently got awarded by Times Group as iconic trading and performance coach? And the award was handed over by none other than Shilpa Shetty. You might have seen those pictures on my Facebook, and some of the newspapers also covered that picture. So would you like to have another show by Meghna Malkan? Put that thing in the comment. And also, I want to know what was the major takeaway from this session again. And don't go away. Maybe I might give you something more. So hold on to this session. Okay. Okay, awesome. Yes, for sure. And what was the takeaway? Saturday would be difficult for Meghna. Saturday and Sunday is kids' time. Okay, and for me, it's more of them training time. So it's difficult. We'll put you on there. Of course, you can catch up on the video recording also. So that's fine. Meghna Malkan is a master of mindset. I learned a lot from ABCT and Options Mastery. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah. And I want you to support her also, like you are showing support here in this session. And we need to cross this level also, like more than 300, 400 people should turn into this. Okay. Yuvraj, if you are there, can you share the Power Patterns link right now? Today, Power Pattern program is the last day till midnight to connect and get that discount. And this 10 reports like this Nifty I'm going to make, and it's going to be extensive. Those 10 reports, and even if you get good trade on one good trade, that will be a killing. Plus, you learn a lot about the market. That's for sure. So I want you to take charge of this market. And okay, some people are still commenting. Make sure you share the video if you found that this video was useful. I know there was technical problem in the first 10 minutes, but we'll fix that next time. I apologize for you for wasting your 10 minutes. And I know the value of time. and everybody is busy still watching and still giving this time to us. Thank you so much for your love and support. And there's a link by Malkansview. It says you can put that link, malkansview.mykajabi.com/p/pp. Put that. Okay, this one. This, let me share. Okay. 1 second. Let me share on this. Power patterns by Malkansview. Okay, that's the link. That's the link for power patterns. Make sure tonight, midnight, you miss out on a major opportunity to register for this program. Click on this link and register for power patterns. And I'll see you next Tuesday Technical Talk. And hopefully we'll announce the new session very soon by Meghna Malkan. Keep tuning in and keep sharing this video. I love you. Thank you for your support. Good luck, good trading, and take full advantage of the markets which are moving up and down, and crazy money can be made. And this is a time to become a trader and not an investor. Mind well, because the trends are over. So you can go long, you can go short, but there's no long and hold kind of a situation. Okay. So good luck, good trading. See you then next week. Thank you so much.